Today, I'm going to explain about spirituality. If you ask about human, what do you mean by spirituality? So prior to that, ask what is the need of spirituality. Most people will say they want to connect God, Allah, Bhagwan, Khuda, whatever they want to say. Why you want to connect with God, Allah, Khuda, and other things? So that their life should be better. But only you are want to connect with supreme power, but if you are not doing any study, not doing any hard work, obviously you won't get a job or any kind of work, then how can you become happy? To survive a human, first thing, a good health is required. So good health, if you won't do the exercise, if you won't take a proper food, or your lifestyle is totally different, each human body is totally, might be by birth time your body is very strong or something, still you can little bit survival. But if you are not doing proper exercise or proper hard working, still your body might be suffer. So first you will get the pain due to your body is not strong. If you are not doing any study or anything, you want to get the job, then how spirituality can help here? In this world, if you are not a diplomatic, again it's very hard to survive, because how much you are honest, it doesn't matter. Because a lot of people will play in a political way. They will tease you, make you angry, so that they can put a blame you, like you are very aggressive. So to survive this in world, diplomatic, without diplomacy and other thing, it's very hard, because you are a human. You are dependent on other humans, other organization, other, there are a lot of other dependencies. So first you need to survive to happy life, you will need to be diplomatic. If I'm going about the our first, you can say, most developed, and where everything is came, that is Bharat. Their English name is India, because that civilizations and other thing, what is, don't go what is the physical evidence, because physical evidence can't tell about this civilization. That evidence always occurs when suddenly some flood came, some war happened, and suddenly that people need to move. Then you can get evidence, oh, this is 3,000 year ago or 4,000 year ago, but the same place people are living more than that, it's very difficult to get the evidence. So again, I am coming to the point about the Bharat and what was the our traditional way. So in our case, spirituality was a totally different thing. It was to search the divine powers or universal power. It was a special kind of a science. Obviously, to connect the supreme power, what is their powers, try to know that powers and how to utilize that power. So that time spirituality was this, to connect the God, indirect way you can say, but their intention was to get the powers or different kind of a knowledge. Till now, nobody able to define the God. It is a big topic. Lot of people say, oh, they know the God, they are God messenger, God told this and that. Either they are liar, or the situation is something like that. If you are a kid, suppose you are only eating the chocolate, you are not eating the food or something, then mother used to say, just eat this food or sleep proper time, otherwise ghost will come. To create a fear, so that child can do what mother is saying. So few created this fear of the supreme power or God without knowing the God, without seeing the God. Same way, mother has never saw any ghost or any other thing. They created name of the god so that people should follow the some principles. But still they are claiming they meet the god or god messengers or any other thing. Either they are confused to whom they meet or they are liar. So again, my topic is not what people are lying and other thing. So my intention was to just explain how to get this spiritual power or divine power. You have seen father of yoga, either Shiv, Buddha, Vishwamitra. A lot of people don't know who was the Vishwamitra or other Rishi. So they was a scientist. They put the effort to get this something. They was not liar. Oh, God came and meet me and he tells something. What effort you put? Why God meet with those peoples was a most backward area. Only God came to tell in their language. If supreme power is so powerful, if anyone is a region of all region can make this universe, obviously he or she can easily make a book in different language with a special paper. So again, I am not going what lies are there. My intention was to explain about the spirituality and how to achieve. Here come to the point. There is called yoga. Lot of people used to say yoga, but correct pronunciation is yoga. So yoga has a three things to balance the body, soul, and consciousness. I'm not again not going in that detail, more detail, but how to balance the body, you need to do exercise. How to balance your soul is called pranayam, exercise of a soul, and third is a consciousness that reside into the mind. So in yoga, one thing is said, human mind is very great. This is not like my only human mind, every human mind. If human can activate their mind 50%, 70%, 80%, then he can get the capability to control the divine power, and he can get the capability to know the universal mysteries. If you go Bharat, alias India, astrology, that was a thousands year old. There was no telescope, nothing was there, and just closing the eyes, sage means in Hindi we say Rishi. Rishi used to get the knowledge about what is the sun motion, what is the earth motion, what other planet motions are. They easily get those information without any instrument, only by brain. But how to activate that brain is called Tantra. So Tantra is English again people used to say Tantra. So Tantra is the part of yoga, but that is advanced yoga. And those Rishi was the advanced scientist. Like I'm just telling about the one great sage Vishwamitra. His mantra is very powerful, that is called Gayatri. Only he made the coconut. He made the lot of plants, and like few people also say like a few bird he made for human. So because this earth was and still is a big laboratory. Same reaction happened in the open sky and human took the birth, animals, plant and other thing happened. So by one sadhana, Tantra sadhana is called Tara Devi, Tara sadhana, he got that knowledge. Like how these animals and new creatures or new plant, but he did not transfer that knowledge because old time says Elias rishis was hiding their knowledge until they want to get a proper people who cannot misuse their knowledge because they don't want anyone go against the nature law. So the first thing, there are a lot of like adulteration happen into our culture, our knowledge. A lot of fake stories added, and people added, "Oh, dharma is just worship of God." Why you want to God? Nobody has seen the God, but only one way is that how can activate and force to the God, and like what you want, you need to put the effort. It's not like just worshipping of God. It can be helped. You have to put the effort, and that is the part of the tantra. Tantra means expansion of your consciousness so that your brain can be activate and you can control the divine power. Lot of knowledge are totally, you can say, vanished. So, so if you want to know about Tantra, first you have to do the meditation. But meditation is not a first step. Your body is not perfect, your soul is not perfect. You can't do activate your brain to get the divine powers. So this body, human body, is called a yantra, instrument. So your body is instrument. So your body should be healthy. Once it will be healthy, practice for meditation. But meditation has a different category. One story has added, like they was doing some kind of a sea manthan, samudra manthan. Samudra means the sea, manthan means like one mountain, and they were just rotating some uh, poison has come, and then real things will come. So it was just like a symbolic. So once you will try to reach from consciousness to super consciousness, like your brain will more activate, then you can get the divine power. But there is in between, there is called hyper consciousness, and that is very dangerous. So in yoga, meditations has a different technique, and to get the divine power, that is especially part of the tantra. Don't go literal meaning. Literal meaning is tantra is also called system, but here, like yoga, literal meaning is like a summation, like a sum, 3 4 5. What is the yoga in Hindi? It is called yoga. What is this yoga? 3 4 5 means like 7 plus 5 e- equal to 12. But this yoga literal, don't go literal meaning. So tantra literal meaning is system, but don't go in that way. So what kind of meditation is required? First thing, introvert and extrovert. You have to connect with external world. If only focus about internal side, then you will look like insane or mad, because you are totally, you will disconnect from the external world. So you have to balance your mind, external world as well as internal world. So this yoga is to connect external world, focus about the external things. And then it came with object without object. Lot of statue made. So lot of people, so Hindus or Sanatani, they worship of statue. But thing was not like that. Temple was not place for worship. Temple was place for the practice of the divine power, how to control the divine power. So best way is that you can focus about the object. First people can start, but this is not like a meditation. This is, I think, determination. This is called dharana, like preparation for meditation. So there are many steps are there. So first way, you have to go with object so that your mind should set. But always I used to do, if you are become expert, always do this with object, only 1 minute or 2 minutes, and then it also help to strong your brain. And then you have to do without object. Slowly you will go do. Then you have to do the mantra. Just you are focusing your breathe, just keeping your mind in silent. Still might be you can get in coma or some kind of thing. You can't be revert back, because you are just internally focused on that. You are just becoming in this way. So that's why one thing is called mantra. There few mantra was a proper mantra, and few was a just added name of the so-called deity like Shiva and other thing. So one powerful mantra always used to practice Gayatri mantra, that was given by the sage Biswa mantra. But how fake is fake stories are added. There was a sixth part of in Gayatri mantra, and then they made one female goddess with a five head. It was just like a symbolic representation, like Gayatri mantra. So you have to also practice of the mantra. So first, like I told, extrovert or introvert, to avoid this balance, you have to do Gayatri mantra, especially with loudly. Like Gayatri, what is Gayatri mantra? First is Om, first line. Second line, Bhur Bhuva, Om Bhur Bhuva Swah Tat. This is second. Savitur Vardeyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo yona prachodayat. So it was break into five. That's why I make a symbolic of a female with five head, and there's how can a female has a five head? So that was just a symbolic. So later on, these practices vanished, and people used to do worship of all stupid things. So if you want to go control divine power, I would recommend first you have to practice meditation, then you have to practice Gayatri mantra, and then there are more powerful, but those are little bit dangerous. You can't do alone. If you want to do alone, your body should very powerful. Otherwise, your this situation is something like what I observe, like in small wire. Suppose you small wire, 200 watt. You are obviously might be then conveyor. But if you have 500 or 1000 or 2000 watt current, if you will flow, obviously that wire will burn. So if you are not very strong, if you are going very high level practices, it will instead of benefit, it will damage. So still, I am doing that research. If how the different chanting of that activate particular point of the brain, and then you can control. How to connect the supreme power? My way is that we don't know where is the God and other thing. But if we are assuming the supreme power is somewhere, close your eyes. If you are in tension, in problem, feel them. I can't listen what he or she is saying, what is your structure, we don't know. But you can listen. And then you have to ask like a kid. So that's why lot of worship is mentioned or representation of supreme power as a female. Here concept is totally different. Female means who can produce, like a female only can give the birth of kid, not male. So that's why if you go in Indian tradition, I'm not saying Hindu, because Sanatan culture was the combination of the all great rishis. I'm not saying what things are adulterated. Lot of things, what is available in present day, lot of fake stories are added because human like a nice story, and few priest and the katha vachak and storyteller, they unnecessarily added those those story without knowing. So if you still want to be spiritual, means that is a scientist. Do you want to become a scientist? If you are still in problem where you are not getting this solution, then there you need to put the effort to connect the supreme power, and that effect still you have to do the practice of meditation. This is not like a worship. Just, oh God, you are great, Allah, you are great, Bhagwan, you are great, you help me. Nothing is going to happen. It is a big mystery why the supreme power make a human, why the problem, why the suffering. Nobody get this answer. And there is no need to get the answer, but how you can minimize? First thing, you should expert into the socially. How can manage diplomatic to handle the social problem? But still, if you are not getting the solution, then spirituality or divine power came to get the control that powers and to get the knowledge. So that's why there are different things. But still, if you want, you have to go in deep meditation and you have to request as a kid, most of the case, and with mantra. So still, I am saying first practice with Gayatri mantra. There Kali, Tara, and other thing. These mantras that was dangerous because you should do with couple, not alone, because male and female energy used to balance. So that is another story I'm not going to tell. So most of the case, what you thinking spirituality is not spirituality at all. Okay. So thanks a lot for watching my video. If you have any doubt, you can comment. I'm going to upload in YouTube. You can comment and you can debate. And to become a spiritual, first thing, you should be open-minded, free thinker. Most of the guys are block-minded. What their cultures are saying, what their parents are saying, what their parents' religions are there, what parents' dharmas are saying. They are just thinking accordingly. They are not going beyond that, ready to break that boundaries. Then there is no sense of your spirituality. You are still want to be a block-minded in a dark. My intention is not hit to any sentiments and other thing. What I feel, just to explain as a truth. Lot of sages are more expert and than me. They've already explained. Gautam Buddha tried to uh, purify what thing is adulterated. If you go, a lot of principles of Vishwamitra, Shiv, and other thing, they have given the real path, but sadly all thing is vanished. Gautam Buddha, like Tara, if you achieve the Tara sadhana, you can get most of the, because Vishwamitra get this uh, mystery how these animals or this creature are created because of Tara sadhana. Gautam Buddha also tried that Tara sadhana, but due to it is a female, like a male and female two is required, so that was more interested in Buddha rather than sadhana. So that's why Gautam Buddha left that path. But those knowledge was not available in India. That was available in Tibet, and few Osho and other things become angry on the Dalai Lama. He did not save that uh, knowledge about the Tara sadhana. Mantra is there, but what is the exact steps? Still, it is you can say vanished. So still, I am also trying to search to get those knowledge, because that has also power, like in Kali and other thing. If you want to kill your enemies, you can kill from here. You don't have to like any weapon and other thing. Your brain waves can kill or can give the punishment or any other thing. So that's those things are very high level science, and everything come in human mind. So human mind is very powerful, and this body and human is called yantra, instrument, and you have to do this thing. Again, thanks watching for my video.